the longest time I've ever spent on a train here in China.
I mean, there have been like two kids that have been like quite noisy for the whole trip. They've been like kicking the seat.
It's the very first time I see something like that. They are just allowing me to exit the station without scanning your passport.
携带婴儿车儿童大件行李及行动不便者，请使用垂直电梯滑梯。
I love traveling by train, especially in China, the country that has by far the largest high-speed railway network in the whole world. But depending on the season and the length of the journey, the experience might not be always as enjoyable as you might expect.
I am very excited because I'm about to start a new journey. I am heading to Chongqing, a beautiful metropolis here in China that I'm pretty sure most of you have heard of. I usually fly there because it's way faster, but today I want to give a try to the train. It's going to be like almost 7 hours to reach that city. So it's going to be a long journey. That's going to be the longest time I've ever spent on a train here in China.
China continues to expand its railway network across the country. So, no matter where you're heading, there is a good chance a high-speed train will get you there.
I usually take like 3.5 hours train to cities like Changsha in Hunan province or Xiamen in Fujian. But today I decided to reach Chongqing by high-speed train to feel the experience and show you guys what it feels like to take a high-speed train here in China. I'm going to find my gate first. It's Sunday, so plenty of people traveling.
It's summertime, so schools are out. And since I'm traveling on a Sunday, the station is packed, especially with commuters who live in Guangzhou and work in Shenzhen, and the ones that live in Shenzhen and work in Guangzhou. There are also tons of people coming from Hong Kong today.
This is Shenzhen North, one of the biggest and busiest train stations here in China, connecting to several major cities across the country. One of the busiest trains here in China are the one connecting both Shenzhen and Guangzhou, which are two of the major cities here in China. Also is the one from Shanghai to Beijing, which is around 4 hours. High-speed train, traveling at a speed of 350 kilometers per hour.
350 kilometers per hour is fast, but China wants to connect people much faster.
There is a new train, I believe, that is now reaching 400 kilometers per hour, and they're also working on another one that is using the maglev technology that is about to start operations in a couple of years. That is going to reach 600 kilometers per hour. Really impressive speed. I really can't wait for that new technology for traveling.
The process of boarding a train in China is quite smooth. Chinese nationals just need their ID to access. Foreigners can use the passport, so there's no need to print a ticket.
My train today is full, so it's a little bit chaotic. The boarding process is a lot of people, actually, and with the suitcases and everything. Plus, it's summertime, so people will be traveling with kids, which is probably going to be a little bit noisy travel today here.
If you're planning to visit China anytime soon, getting train tickets is super convenient. I always use an app called Trip.com, but other major apps like WeChat and Alipay also offer the same service. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. Well, tickets are quite affordable, and today I am traveling in second class, which is the equivalent to economy in an airplane. This trip costs only 576 yuan, which is around $80 US. That is a great deal for an almost 7-hour journey covering more than 2,000 kilometers.
I've made it. We are already on the train, ready to start this quite long journey. I've taken actually high-speed trains here in China so many times. When I go to travel to nearby cities like Changsha or Guangzhou, I just take the high-speed train. It's super convenient. But never when I'm going to go to like another city like Chongqing, which is quite far, as I say. Usually taking an airplane is much faster, more convenient. Here on this train, we have these little LED lights that tells you if it's taken or not. If it's yellow, like these ones here, that means they're not taken. But if it's red, just like this one, that means it's occupied. We have here a QR code for dining. This is our train number, the date and the seat. And then here we can choose some meals actually.
The food service is quite good and convenient. You can order it through an app and the train staff will deliver it right to your seat. Second class tickets do not include meals or drinks, but business class does.
There's also another option to order food from outside, but because we didn't do it in advance, it won't be available. You can actually order McDonald's or KFC and they just bring it to your seat.
Also, since last year, a new system has been introduced that lets you order food from restaurant chains like McDonald's and KFC and have it delivered directly to your train seat. Just keep in mind that orders must be placed at least 2 hours before your departure time.
Oh, 11点37分，我们的餐已经有工作人员送到我们的座位上了。当心烫口，我这一点都不烫。鸡腿，方便是挺方便的，但是唯一一点就是口感还是会有一些影响的。主打的就是一个节省时间。
Oh, remember, if you're enjoying this content, the best way to support is liking and subscribing to the channel. I will be traveling all around China sharing how life is in here. So remember to hit that bell button so you know the next time a new video about life in China is available. I highly appreciate it.
This app also, when you scan that QR code, will show you the route and the different stops that this train is going to have. So we're going to stop in Guangzhou, Hezhou, Guilin, Guiyang, and finally we're going to arrive in Chongqing around 7 p.m. These trains are very punctual. Our train was supposed to leave at 12:18 and it's 12:18 and it's leaving really on time.
I always avoid traveling by train during peak seasons, like Chinese New Year or National Day Week in October. These are the busiest travel periods here in China. Stations get packed and it can quickly turn into a stressful experience with all sort of chaos.
Let's take a look at the bathroom. They have both kind of toilets on the train. They have the one with the seat, like this one here, and they have also a squat toilet on the other side. It's quite spacious, I mean, compared to like perhaps airplane toilet. They have a huge mirror here, and it's fairly clean. I guess they clean quite often. There are a lot of staff working for these trains. And this is the squat toilet, which I don't really like using too much, but Chinese people prefer this option. Chinese people love to drink hot water, so they have these machines also to fill your cup with either just regular water or hot water. And there's also another area here for washing your hands that is out of the toilet. One of the best parts of this train that is going from Shenzhen to Chongqing is the scenery that you can enjoy during the trip. One of the stops is Guilin, a very beautiful city in China. We have these interesting mountains. So what you can see from the windows of the train is really nice. Every car also has the racks to place the luggage. Today, this is going to be a long trip, so people tend to travel with a lot of luggage. This area is already full, so people can still place it here on the floor and behind the seats, just like this. It's been almost 5 hours since we started our journey, and I'm trying to think that it was maybe a better idea just to take the airplane because it's faster. And behind me, there have been like 2 kids who have been like quite noisy for the whole trip, which makes it a little bit less enjoyable. the noise and the moving because they've been like kicking the seat. So yeah, you can hear her. She's there here. As a little kid. She's cute, but so noisy.
The high-speed trains in China usually offers 3 different classes. Second class, which is the one I'm traveling today, also first class and business class, which is of course the most expensive one, but the one I prefer to travel when it comes to long distances.
And we made it already. We just arrived in Chongqing. Oh my god, that was such a long trip. I really feel tired.
Oh my god, there's so many people here. It feels like most of the people who actually board the train in Shenzhen were coming to Chongqing, just like us. Just a few people get off the train and boarded the train in the few stops during the trip. This is not even high season. Well, I mean, it's summer break for schools, but it feels like, oh my god, such a huge amount of people. I cannot imagine how this station is during the Chinese New Year holidays, because look at this, it's just crazy. Oh my god. It's also the first time I see this. Usually to enter and leave the station, you need to swipe either your ID card or your passport. But here, because of the number of people, they are just allowing people just to exit the station without scanning your passport. It's the very first time I see something like that. It's a smart move. If you need to scan the ID or the passport one by one, every single person, it will take ages. But instead of that, we just exit the station right away, which is much better. And still, it was quite slow because of the number of people in this station, like arriving at this station today.